Hello everyone again, and welcome back to another double feature draft. And this time the rares are interesting in genre, mostly if you are mono red or heavily mono red. Now you could try going that direction if you first pick her, but there's also a sludge monster which is just insanely good. 5 mana 5/5 that basically neutralizes, well, not completely, but makes of course opponent's creatures into quite uh, irrelevant things, just 2/2s. Now, if this gets dealt with, then they will of course um, return to their original form, but it's still a very good 5-drop, so it's easy pick here. There are also a Parasitic Grasp and Voltaic Visionary, which I would consider reasonable first picks, but let's take the Sludge Monster here now. Okay, so there are interesting options for sure. Curse isn't good. Someone took the other rare from this pack. Fellstinger is good, Storm Skrillex is good, Defenestrate is good. And now I have to decide which of those should I take, because it's going to be one of them. Now the Skrillex is a 5-drop, so it's kinda awkward to pair with the Sludge Monster this early in the draft. Of course you can play both of them in the same deck, but it's probably gonna be the tiebreaker here, at least, that I'm gonna take the Defenestrate. The Fellstinger, as good as it is, this is just solid piece of removal. I'll take the Defenestrate. Can't go wrong. Okay, well. Well, I mean, two rares have been drafted here, so this doesn't mean that black is open, but this pack is just filled with power. So there's a Diver's Cup, Cathartic Pyre, Defenestrate, and the Eaten Alive, each of which really good cards. Now, this is another 5-drop for the Sludge Monster to accompany. I don't know really. I don't necessarily want to have yet another Defenestrate here either. Eaten Alive is good too. Cathartic Pyre is really interesting. I could take that because I'm not really sure about my colors yet. And I think this is like just about the best card. Maybe in the back, the Diver's Cup can be really good, but I think I'll take the Pyre now. So now I have cards from 3 different colors. I might not play all of them, but there's a better chance that I will be playing, let's say, for example, 2 of them, at least one of them. Okay, now this is the first pack that doesn't have that amazing stuff. I think because I don't know about my colors yet, this pack has at least actually most green cards here. Cruel Witness is totally fine, but I think the Foreboding Statue is the safe pick here now. It's gonna be decent no matter what your deck is gonna end up like. So I'll take it here now and try to, now that the rares have been taken here, I can actually try to identify the opening colors. So the first few picks when the rares have been taken, you can't really, in this draft format, especially when the packs have 2 rares, you can't really identify the opening colors that early. Now, here I think the Bait Hook Angler is the most interesting option. The Mysterious Tome is good as well, but I like the 2-drop. It has good applications for different... I mean, it's basically just a fine card, no matter what. So here I see some white being passed to me. There's also the Ardent Elementalist, which would work with the Cathartic Pyre now. Of course, with the Defenestrate, if this turns into a black-red deck, but it seems it might be blue. There's also a Revenge of the Drowned. So the question here is between the Ardent Elementalist or the Revenge. Because with these blue cards, I'm kind of likely to play blue. Yeah, I like the Revenge slightly more. I will ignore the white for now, as long as I get decent blue passed to me. And now, now this is the pack. All right. I just don't think any of this stuff is that amazing. I'll take the Disciple because who knows, maybe some kind of human thing can happen, but I don't really think that was, I mean, That was a weak pack. Now here is a clear shot. If I just took a green card, I should follow it up. I mean, this is weird. I'm not even sure if it's... I mean, it could be a blue-green deck still. But yeah, let's take the clear shot. It's the best card in the pack. Okay, there's another Revenge. There's a Tireless Hauler. Yeah, I think I like the Revenge more than the Hauler here. It's at least quite early in the draft. Yep. Okay. There's a Selhoof Entomber. That's not very good. And there's a Massive Might, which if I play green will be interesting, but Behemoth is here. It's quite good follow-up after the Revenge of the round because you get it for cheap in that case quite often. I think I'll still take the Massive Might. It seems like the green might be more open than black here. Alright, so this is a best of one draft. The Crushing Canopy won't be played. Bird Admirer is like, I don't know. This werewolf isn't really that good, but I might want to have the defensive creature here, who knows. So green seems to be the open color here. So I should be green. I like my decision to go to green here. Okay, Witch's Web or I guess this double feature draft can have more, zombies, because zombies in Midnight Hunt are really good. I take this thing here. So this could be a little bit better main deck card than it is in the Crimson Vow draft. Okay, so not a bad pack because there is a Wildspawn Spider, and I think I will I'm interested in drafting blue-green now based on how the pack one went. Yeah, I got these red and black removal spells early in the pack, but then when people started passing the pack so that they actually had picked some commons and uncommons from them, I didn't really get a lot of black or red. And Wildspawn Spider is just a great card, so why wouldn't I take it? Okay, so blue and green hopefully will be open. Okay, there's another sludge monster. I'll take it. I'll take it for sure. There's also another Defenestrate, but someone else can take it. Yeah, with double sludge monster, it is quite interesting actually. So non-horror creatures with slime counters on them. Yeah, and you can actually target your own decayed zombies too. It doesn't say an opponent controls. Because if your decayed zombie loses all its abilities, it won't die after it has attacked, and it can also block. I will cut the Cathartic Pyre and the Defenestrate here for now. Okay, then there is a Crawling Infestation. How does it synergize with the deck so far? Wildspawn Spider and nothing else cares about it. I think I'll take the Hook and Mariner. Delver. Yeah, won't be played. Cruel Witness, Silverbolt, Witch's Web, Vivisection. I don't think I care about the Vivisection too much. No, it wouldn't be the worst, but I kind of like the Cruel Witness, but blue-green doesn't actually have a lot of removal. I have the clear shot. Maybe I should take the Silverbolt. 3 damage kills a lot of creatures, and then the bigger creatures are often werewolves, so I guess I'll take one of these. Now I have a Chill, Evolving Wilds. I don't care about the Chill too much here. I have one Toxic Scorpion. I think I'll take the mana fixing now. Who knows, maybe I will end up splashing one of these if I get, continuation for them. Here though, there's a Shadow Beast sighting, which I kind of like, but there's also a bunch of 4-drops here. Well, I guess only 2 creatures and then a couple of bounce spells. But the Bait Hook Angler is also kind of interesting. I think I'll take the Bait Hook Angler. I will have more opportunities to pick 4-drops, I'm pretty sure. Oh, this is a very high quality 3-drop. 3 mana 3/3 with Trample. Becomes bigger during night, and of course the counter adding ability can be quite decent, so that's an easy pick here. The best card in the pack. Dawnheart Mentor, Wolfstrike, Weaver of Blossoms. Now, these are all reasonable choices here, but I think I like the removal spell most here. I have only 6 blue cards and 7? Yeah, because of the Wildspawn Spider. But I think I'll still be I quite easily blue here because of the 2 rares that are also double casters. Now, how do I have a spirits? No, I'll take the Toxic Scorpion. I'm not sure if I'm gonna play all that, but it's an option, I guess. Alright, here. I don't care about any of this stuff. Which is the more likely card I'm gonna be running here? Probably not the 1-3. Okay, another Toxic Scorpion. I won't be playing all of them. I don't think this is a Crawling Infestation deck either, though. It's not. Fine, let's take the Scorpion, just in case. Witch's Web, fine. Okay. What? I got this one as the last pick. That is really amazing. This is a double caster. I would be splashing a black card because I already have a Defenestrate, but this thing is a double caster. It's a crazy bomb, of course, but I would basically, because I'm not gonna splash double blue or double black card, so I will either play the Toxrill in the deck or the double Sludge Monster, and I do like to play the card that I have already 2 of. Win the Thorn Blessing, not good, even though it's a blue-green. Uncommon. I could take the Weaver of Blossoms here still. I think I like that creature here more than the other stuff. Yep. I'm not gonna splash the Burn the Accursed, because I have the Cathartic Pyre. If I get a very high quality red card, I could splash red here, but I have already an Evolving Wilds, but I'd rather just not splash at all to keep my mana as consistent as possible. Now, am I gonna play another Shadow Beast Sighting or 1 Cruel Witness here too? I guess I could switch it up a bit. I definitely don't need the Howling Moon here. Won't be that good. Yeah, let's take the flyer. Burn down the house. What? There's a Screaming Swamp. I actually saw this in an earlier pack too, but I didn't even mention it because a 6-drop wasn't interesting here. And here the card I'm interested in is the Lantern Bearer. But man, this is also double caster. I could have ended up with pretty nice stuff if I stick to. I could have a Toxrill and a Burn Down the House from this pack tree if I somehow went black-red, but I don't think that our archetype was open, so I'll take just the Lantern Bearer here and move on. Alright, so what a disappointing pack this is. I mean, I guess I could play the Skywap card, but it's not the card I usually want to be having. I'll still pick it maybe, and Sporecrawler, Dawnheart Mentor. There's a Geister which isn't that bad, but I guess I'll take the creature still. I have some worse creatures I'm gonna be cutting, I think. I like the Sporecrawler. Decent 3-drop. Alright, so here Wolfking Outcast will be too often an expensive card. I won't be picking that. Do I take a 3rd Revenge? I kind of feel like just taking the mana fixing here again. I have enough stuff to here. I need to cut a lot of cards anyway, so let's take the Evolving Wilds here. Another Wolfking Outcast that won't be useful because it's too expensive. None of this other stuff is interesting either, so I guess I can take it, but I won't be playing it. And Flourishing Hunter I will play. That's decent. Okay, yeah, I got the Blessing, but I guess there's a Flip the Switch too, and there's a Scatter Thoughts. It's gonna be one of them. I don't need Millipede. Card draw, Counterspell. I kind of like the Scatter Thoughts slightly more, but it could be either of them. The Flip the Switch is an actual good counterspell. It counters anything, and the taxing of 4 mana is quite good, and the Decayed Zombie. I guess this deck doesn't really benefit too much from the Decayed Zombie, so that's the reason I didn't prefer it that much. If I needed Sacrifice Fodder or something other use for the zombie than just attacking ones, I would have picked that maybe. The Flip the Switch, I mean. Right here it doesn't matter what I take because none of this will go to my deck, and it is a best of 1 event, so sideboard of course doesn't matter. Yep. Not gonna play a Mulch. It's not really. You would have to have a very heavy commitment to the graveyard stuff to play a mulch. The Eccentric Farmer from Midnight Hunt. It's a 3 mana 2/3 that mills what 4 cards, I think. And then you can return a land card to your hand, I think, from your graveyard. That's a good one. Okay, so I won't be splashing a single Cathartic Pyre or a single defense trade. So this is just easy deck building mode now. These are from different sets, Crimson Vow and Midnight Hunt, but same art. Alright, so what are the easy cards in here? Well, it's gonna be at least one of the Scorpions, but I don't want to, not play. I mean, I don't want to have too few 2-drops here either. I think one Bird Admirer can go. It's not really that great. Sheltering Bows, easy cut, kind of always. It's as a card, it's kind of okay in what it does, but it's just so easy cut usually. Alright, so here, Rural Recruit, that's an easy cut too. And the Skywap Scarp, I think it is an easy cut. Is it? 2/5 can draw a card. Yeah, it is. And then, do I want to play the Soulblade Slinger? Are there any more artifacts in this set now that Midnight? Because in Crimson Vow there's not a lot of artifacts, so this seldom gets to kill an artifact. Does Midnight Hunt have some equipment or something that's more played? I just don't recall. Stuff like Stuffed Bear definitely is not a good card. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be that great. And I have so many 4 mana cards here that I'm gonna cut the Slinger here. And I still need to cut a lot of cards, so I guess it's gonna be one Toxic Scorpion, it's gonna be the Witch's Web. But that's still 25. Why do I have so many cards here suddenly? That's 4 4-mana creatures. There is a lot of interaction though for 4 mana, but I also have... Wait a minute, the Dawnheart Disciple, how many humans I have? 7, so it will pump occasionally if I don't cut any more humans. Yeah, I think I want to play the Silverbolt, but how many creatures I'm gonna cut? This is 17 creatures, 8 non-creatures. I guess I could cut one Revenge. I don't really need the zombie tokens for anything. Other than maybe, I can target them with this thing, but usually you prefer targeting your opponent's stuff with this. Yeah, so if I cut one Revenge and one, maybe a Toxic Scorpion still. Maybe that's it. So that is leaving me the 7 humans. So 6 other humans for the Disciple. So it can maybe get a pump here and there. It's not an amazing deck, but the Sludge Monsters are good. Definitely. And I guess I can curve out still. Have some big creatures here. Some kind of interaction is still here. Clear Shot, Wolf Strike are green removal spells. Then there is the Silver Bolt, Bounce Spell. Yeah, okay. It's not a great deck. I wanted to have more of the high quality cards, but I guess something like Hound Tamer really was one of the few that I got later in the draft. Alright, so let's play both Evolving Wilds. I like that. So it's gonna be... I have more green here. We were taps for blue. Yeah, I have some blue double casters though, but I have more green cards, so I will play more forests because I will have to put 8 plus 7, so let's make it 8 forests. Godzilla. And 7 islands. I don't like this art too much, it's too yellow because of the sun here. It doesn't really seem like an island to me too much. So let's take something else. This one. Okay, that's the deck, but it doesn't really seem that amazing. But I have 16 creatures, so the wild spawn spider can maybe generate some decent amount of tokens, but we'll see. Well, this is actually a fine hand. I'm gonna get an island because I have more double caster blue cards than green. Well, now I have both of them covered. Should I play the statue right away? I mean, that's the fastest way to get it grow into a 5/5. I guess I'll do that. Although I'm playing against blue, it can bounce it. But then again, next turn it's gonna be a cruel witness. I don't know when. Yeah, let's play the statue. Do they have a syncopate for it? Because against blue, of course, when you get this to be a 5/5, the opponent can just reset it. Well, they have a bounce on it right away, which is fine. I mean, we can just play the cruel witness on the next turn. Binding Geist. Is there a reason to continue attacking here? Because I won't be blocking it. They will just make it into a 0 power creature. I guess I could. No, I'm gonna play the witness here. Let's continue the race here. Who knows? Maybe they want to block it. Okay. So I'm gonna play one of these, but I don't know which of them. Alright, so this is a non. Actually, I should have maybe played the Silver Bolt right away. Could have gotten the value from the, because I'm gonna cast it anyway, and if they do something mid combat to it, because it's a non-creature trigger, not as instant or sorcery, so I get the trigger here anyway. I guess I'll play the statue, see what they do here. Okay, they can counter it. Sure. But I can kill that thing with the Silver Bolt, so that's fine. Massive Might. That will be interesting. I will keep it on top. Because I will be playing one of these 3 mana cards, or maybe even this 3 mana activation. That will leave me mana up for the Massive Might. That will be useful. Are they mono blue? Or just missing a second color? Okay, they were missing a color. Not anymore. Okay. That makes my Massive Might a lot better. Land is something I will actually have here because I'm gonna play the Weaver of Blossoms. And that will allow me to, now with the 5th land that's on top of my deck, I can play 2 3 mana spells or Silver Bolt activation and 3 mana spell, whichever is going to be more relevant. Still 4 cards in hand, and they have the -2/-0 effect here. They can put it on the Cruel Witness if they want to. Organ Hoarder, well that's a good one. Let's see what they choose to bin, because they look at top 3 cards and they keep one of them to go to graveyard. Could be some D-step stuff that goes to graveyard. And Plains and a Covetous Castaway. Yeah, 3/4 flyer. Can't say I'm a fan of them having that available, but... And they have a candle trap for that thing too. Alright, so the 3/4 flyer will be annoying as heck. It's time to get rid of the amalgam, I think. I can offer the trade with the Scorpion, sure. I wanted to do this now that they were almost tapped out because the 3/3 flyer, even though I do have the reach guy, I wanted to get rid of it. Now, they're gonna play a 3/4 that flies. That's a problem. That is really a problem. I need something else for that. I need my big stuff. I mean, I have that in my deck. Multiple things. I mean, I have 2 of those blue rares, for instance. I have a 6/6 for 6. I have a 4 mana 4/4. Yeah, it's not really. It shouldn't be a big problem. It's a problem in the board state because that makes me unable to attack. But I have a lot of cards I can draw to deal with that. But in the meanwhile, I can't attack with anything else than the Toxic Scorpion. They reshuffle those things, which does make sense. They have the binding guys still up. Yeah, I just need to draw my actual top end from the deck. That's how it goes. Okay, now that they put the binding there, I am going to... Okay. I could just jump block. I'm doing that. Draw the card. Why not? That's a good one. That is not the top end I was looking for. I have 6 mana, so I can't play all of this stuff, but I guess the Angler. Well, first of all, attack with this guy. And then... I will play the Spider. I want to actually start milling here. And then the Bird Admirer, which will be able to block. Either of those is gonna be fine enough. Yeah, it's not like the opponent has ways to beat my stuff either. I'm quite happy they chose to enchant the Spore Crawler with the binding, Spectral Binding, because then I at least got to draw a card out of it. Well, the opponent still has 3 cards in hand. They are at 10, so the Wildspawn Spider isn't really threatening. Oh, come on. Alright, well, that's a lifelinker. With that, I don't think I'm gonna have a very good chance here anymore. I really don't think. Don't even care about the Bait-Hook Angler actually. What I can do, I can attack with the Toxic Scorpion. I mean, they might block with the Catilda and then they still have the aura available, but I'll just I'll make it into a knight, so these are slightly bigger. The Angler isn't that good. Oh man, the lifelink here is just too much. It is. Because now the problem is I might draw something that... Well, I need to draw multiple things. That's the idea here, because... Okay, that has been... That's Fear of Death. Okay, at least they milled the Amalgam, so which they did shuffle back to their deck. And I still have a 5 toughness blocker on the Catilda. Well, that's no longer the case. I mean, what? They just have it all. Okay. So they gain 5 life. Did they gain life? That's a good one. Oh, milling the scattered thought is really bad, but at least the scattered thought is a good one. Did they gain? Oh, whatever. So I have now 2 creatures in my graveyard. Well, there's no attack other than if I want to attack with a Toxic Scorpion. Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense anymore. Let's just play this first. So I get the Sludge. Oh, Sludge Monster loses all abilities, including lifelink and flying and all that. So if they don't have an answer for this thing, it's gonna be great. A Wolf Strike, of course. Alright, alright. This is good now. I have a Death Toucher, so the Wolf Strike is actually going to be decent here. Should I do it right away? Or the Castigator, I mean. Because I'm gonna Sludge Monster the Catilda here. They have only 2 mana here. Yeah, I don't really know which I want to actually target. This has protection from vampires. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna pass up. Whatever. Not gonna even attack with anything. Because this Catilda can be... I mean, I can shrink it to 3-3 if I kill the Castigator here with the Wolf Strike. It only just needs to work. Let's see if it does. Then I can block a 3-3 Catilda with the Bird Admirer, which still has reach. And I have the 3 mana, of course, because of the Weaver of Blossoms here. Well, let's hope they don't have anything too great. Okay, they attack with the... I think they're gonna now tap down the Bird Admirer. But I can't just kill the... I mean, this distracting guys will just get killed here. So they have something. That's the only explanation. Well... They don't have anything. Okay, well, let's try this then. Okay. With the Sludge Monster, things will be decent unless they have a counterspell. Okay, they just played a clever distraction there, which is fine. There's a creature, there's a Revenge of the Drowned. Now that is also really decent here, actually. I can't just bounce it. No, I can just play the Sludge Monster. And even if they have a Syncopate, I'd actually have the mana to cast it. So yeah, that's what I should do here instead. Let's maybe offer the trade here. Just to see if they have some tricks available still. That's actually a mistake. I could have played more. I could have played the Beituk Angler from my hand if I didn't attack with the Weaver. I should not have done that. But let's see now if they deal with the Sludge Monster, because if they don't, then this thing will only be a 2-2. It also has lost the ability given by the clever distraction, because this thing gives the ability to the opponent. Oh well, they have a chill, but that doesn't actually do enough yet. They need to get rid of it. it remaining on the battlefield. It doesn't help. I can get a bunch of tokens, but I have catching up to do because of the lifelink Catilda. Okay, so they do have something. I'm gonna lose my Wildspawn Spider here. Maybe they want to get rid of Catilda, but that's one possibility. They want to get rid of Catilda so they get the aura in the graveyard, but then I have a revenge to do that. Okay, so fine, let's do it. Okay, they indeed did want to do exactly that. So now they have this, but I can bounce the creature enchanted by this thing, and then it's simply... Well, I mean, it's not great to bounce the Organ Hoarder, but it's still worth it. Totally worth it. So they get to recast the Organ Hoarder, but... that's fine. Let's just do it right away. I want to know if anything happens here. Top or bottom? Which it's gonna be? I guess it's top. Now. I can play Disciple. It will conveniently get pumped by the human in my hand, and then I can attack with all these guys. And now they can play the Organ Hoarder, but I also have to have the Sludge Monster untapping now, so I have actually quite a bit of damage here. 12 cards left in the deck. Don't remember what all stuff I have here still, but my board is quite good and I can just sacrifice the wilds. If they don't get any more life gain, I can flood the board with the Wildspawn guy. So let's see what they choose not to keep. They get to look at top 3. I didn't want to bounce this guy, but I felt it's what I should do. Okay, they get to get the tokens here. That's value for them. But Sludge Monster. So what I can do is... Well, first of all, there is a Flourishing Hunter. If I make this into a 2-2, they can't kill the Sludge Monster. So, well, I have only 7 mana, so if I want to play the Flourishing Hunter, I can't do the Angler. It's fine though. I think I'll just I can attack with the Decay Jumpy. Now there's the plan to make it into a 2-2, but I'd rather make their 3-2 into a 2-2 and deal maximum damage. Okay, I don't think the Wildspawn Spider. Actually, should I make the tokens this turn? That allows me to play the Baithook Angler to pump these and then maybe the Flourishing Hunter later. Okay, I think I like that idea more. Let's do it. I don't want to also mill too much because of getting maybe decked here. And now I'm going to attack with this, this, and this. I'm gonna make this guy into a 2-2. Just so they don't... I don't think they would... The triple block would have been that great. Because they would have gone to what? 1 life. Did I have an opportunity to sacrifice the spider? I don't know. It doesn't even matter. I still have a reach guy on the flyers. I have a spider activation. Yeah, I will win on the next turn because I will get, especially if they kill some of my guys in combat, I will get this will, I mean, when this activates, I will get 5 tokens because this will go to graveyard before the ability resolves, and then whatever dies in this combat would also count there. So I would have gotten, they would have gone to low life total to have forced to make at least some jump block on the Sludge Monster, and then I would have a swarming board here. Okay. Okay, nice one. One of my 2 Sludge Monsters here. I get both colors thanks to this Evolving Wilds. And this will also add for the second blue for that thing. Well, I'm still playing this now. start milling some creatures to maybe get some valuable tokens at some point. Plus, this is just gonna be able to push through that thing. Okay, Wolf Strike, not a bad one. I do need to draw a land if I want to play the sludge monster next turn, but it's not really... I mean, I don't have to do that. I can play other stuff. That is dead. Okay. Not great, but it's fine. I mean, now if I draw... The Scattered Thoughts was a decent draw in the sense that now if I draw a 4th land, I will be able to get to the... quite easily to the 5th land too. Tamer is good though. This is fine. I will attack with both, and if they double block the spider, I will use the Wolf Strike for sure. Not interested in that, so this seems like the kind of case where I need to deal with the statue in the end anyway, so I might as well do it right now. Because it will be a 5/5, and then it's annoying. Plus, who knows, maybe they needed the mana. Unless they're mono black, they might need their second color here. Okay, so I currently have 2 creatures there. Oh, okay, Lantern Bearer is nice, but they have the mana to activate this, so they can make it into a 4/4. Definitely not gonna attack unless I use the Toxic Scorpion here on the Angler. And then I can play the Lantern Bearer. I could just play the Scattered Thoughts, find maybe one island, and then play the Lantern Bearer past combat, but I don't think I need to do that. I do it like this. Push through 2 more damage and have the 1/1 flyer to, you know, also cause them some trouble. And I can just, you know, draw the land naturally. I do have... No, I milled the Evolving Wild, so I don't have... So, sorry, I didn't mill. I actually used both of them in this game. So they went for the 4/4 anyway, but I have a Death Touch blocker on it. That makes me discard a card. Oh, but only if I lost life. Yeah. Okay. So it's definitely good because I didn't want to discard either of these things. Now I don't have an attack in the air. I guess I have an attack with the Toxic Scorpion here. And then I will Scatter Thoughts, probably main phase, because if I get lands... Okay, let's... Although it might matter what they do with their turn. Maybe they will play around the counterspell of some kind. Because I'm quite likely maybe... I mean, even if I play a land here, I'm gonna wait. I'll get more information and maybe make them play around things. Bounce spells, counter spells, pump spells, whatever. I will take a 3 if they attack with the flyer. They did not, so Scattered Thoughts it is. Okay, well, this is actually easy now. I will take the Mariner, and from these 3 lands I'll take, I guess, the island. A sludge monster went into my graveyard, but a second one is still in my hand. So, how to do it? Of course, opponent is having 6 mana and 4 cards in hand, which means that I'm not going to play the sludge monster this turn. I don't want to get it removed. I'd rather play just the Spore Crawler. No, the Hooked Mariner. I need to play that, because the Spore Crawler and the Disciple don't do much against the board there. So let's attack for 1. That can matter because the Wildspawn Spider is gonna be a threat at some point. But yeah, let's play this and see if they have like a Defenestrate or something. It might be that they are missing their second color. That seems quite likely actually. Yeah, okay. Now it's night. Cruel Witness. I think it's time to play the sludge monster now. on the demon. That can't block the Rip Hook Rider. Yup, there's nothing they can do. They weren't gonna die. Let's see if I attack with everything. I'm not sure if I mean, it's quite safe to attack with everything. But if they deal with the sludge monster, this becomes a 4/4. It eats. No, well, I was not gonna attack with the spider. That's for sure. But yeah, they don't have to even block the rider. They can just block the 2/1, and yeah, I wasn't gonna attack with anything else than the Rip Hook Rider and the Toxic Scorpion. But they clearly missed their second color, so no, not much game there then. Okay, that's fine. I might not have a play for turn 3, but at least I can play a Scattered Thoughts. Not maybe the optimal turn 4 play, but there's still a good chance I draw some actual action here. Alright, opponent did mulligan the 6. They kept 6. 6 in there. I play the island here because I don't want the massive might to stop priority here. If they have a 1-drop. There's no point doing that because I'm not gonna target this thing, for instance. Alright. I have a turn 3 play. Can't activate it though, but the blue and red. Lantern Bearer. Okay. Okay, I'll just play the Silver Bolt. They seem to have something for 1 red. Could be. I mean, it of course could be a Flame Blessed Bolt, but if they're gonna use it, I think I'm gonna respond with a Massive Might. Because I don't know when I'm gonna use this otherwise. No, I might miss my board impact in turn 4. Against the Bait Hook Angler. Should I offer the trade? They can play. I think it's fine. And I will play the Spore Crawler here. I mean, they might not block, and they don't. I still play the Spore Crawler here. Am I gonna take 4 here or what? Patchwork Crawler. I can kill that thing. Okay, now they're gonna leave a blocker here. It's fine. Okay, Revenge. Yeah, so that means that I can just actually attack for 5 here. I can just attack for 5 here and they will not even keep the Angler. Yep. Because they get to choose if they put to top or bottom of the deck, and unsurprisingly they chose the bottom when they are stuck at 2 lands. So now I'm at least ahead in the race situation. Now they finally found their 3rd land. Do they have something? No, they have. This is not really a good card. It's way too expensive to activate as well. Okay, so they just attack for 3 here. Should I be worried? I guess this is not gonna block anything. Okay, Hound Tamer is gonna be good. Well, let's see. This is a human though. So it will pump the Disciple. I think I still want to use the Scattered Thoughts this turn. I'm also quite sure they do have something here. They have a Chill. Sure. They have a Chill. I don't need a 2/2 for anything in particular, so I'll just deal 2 with it now that I can. And I am... What blue one? They have a Fading Hope on that thing. Interesting. They really want to save the... That was basically gain 2 life and scry 1, which is fine for me. Alright, so let's Scatter Thoughts now. Also, if I get a 6th land, I can play both the Hound Tamer and the activation of that thing on the same turn. I have more. I do have a land embedded of my own, but I have more green 2-drops. I'm just trying to figure out if I should leave a. Yeah, I guess I have. I could see a case where I take a land and a green 2-drop. Okay, let's do it like this. Alright, so it's gonna be actually interesting. I do like the Wolf Strike Steel and the Flourishing Hunter, but I do like the lands as well. The 6/6 is just too good, right? And the removal is also, I mean, quite good. The 6/6 might just not be very useful, but if I just take a land, no, I can't take a land here. I mean, this is a bit greedy, but opponent has only 3 power on the battlefield currently. I hope they just don't suddenly play a hasty guy and put me to ropes here, because this Spellcrawler won't untap now. It's possible I don't get to draw a land now, and now they will make a 3/2 with this thing. Okay, that's actually quite okay, because now I can double spell still. And I think, yeah, I can trade the Disciple for the 3/2, and then I will play the. I mean, I am assuming they are going to. Yeah, I'm just doing this now. There's also a chance that I will use the Silver Bolt on the 3/2, but let's first attack. I know that not playing the Hound Tamer does mean that I don't get the boost on the Disciple, but I don't want to tap out before I see what they do. So now I will have decisions here. Yeah, I think I'm going to use the Silver Bolt. They know about it anyway, so I don't need the Hound Tamer here. I kill this thing. And now they're down to 7, and I can block the Patchwork Crawler, so they basically can attack for 2 with the Menace and Flyer guy. And I still have the. I kind of don't want to block with it, because the Wolf Strike with the Death Toucher is of course very good. But let's see what they do. They do offer the. Okay. Well, I mean, it's. Let's just get rid of it then. Maybe they have a -2, -0 thing, but they did not. But they can have like a Diver's Cup. Okay, they have actually not anything. So I guess I'll just play the 4-drop instead of the 3-drop that can, you know, them going to 2 or 1 doesn't even matter. And I'm pretty sure they have something anyway here. So let's just attack and see what happens. Their clock isn't really quick enough that something. They have to do something here. And then I play the Shadow Beast siding. They have a revenge on that thing. Okay. So they will get a Decayed Zombie, but I will have a. Do I want to even draw that? No, because then I don't have any. I'm gonna decline this. A land will be a better draw actually. And now I'm having this. Now if they have another revenge, I still don't die. I drop only to 4. Jesus. That's a card I didn't expect them to have, yet they did have it. I think I played it safe. I mean, was I supposed to play around the Pax Betrayal? Because I don't think I was supposed to do that. I was facing 4 damage at 8 life total. Even if they have like a removal and a sure strike, that wouldn't have been enough. It had to be basically this thing. So I don't think I should have considered that card. It's so seldom played. But yes, I do understand now that the 6 mana card was stranded in my hand because I didn't take any lands in the Scattered Thoughts, but I literally didn't draw any lands after that. So it is kinda also unlucky in that sense that if I took a land and not the 6 mana 6/6, I would have been able to double spell, and actually I wouldn't have lost the game in that case. But how was I supposed to know that I'm not gonna draw any more lands in that game? Okay, the opponent is thinking about. I need to pause now. Opponent mulliganed to 6, kept 6. I will use my Evolving Wilds, get a forest because I have 3 islands already. This is a fine starting hand. I have a 2-drop and a 4-drop and maybe Massive Might on turn 3. Paxang Pop. You don't want to see that. If they have a follow-up wolf. Now they did mulligan, so maybe they don't, but... Okay, they actually don't. They are not gonna offer a trade here. I would be very happy if they did. Right, so I'll just... I don't know. Attacking doesn't make a lot of sense. If they get to boost this thing, they will attack for 3 while I attack for 2. I might trade with this thing. No attacks, no attacks. Just get my lands done here. Then I can play the Cruel Witness in the Shadow Beast siding. Okay, they don't at least have a wolf here. Okay, they don't have anything. Well, that changes things. I'm going to start attacking now. Hope they will actually block with the Death Toucher because I have a 4/4 coming up. Now it's not going to come up because I don't want to attack into it, so let's play the Flyer. Slug Monster. Okay. So it will be a 2/2. Well, it trades with the Disciple anyway, so I don't think I need to do the Sludge Monster now. I will just attack here and see if they want to block now. Now I did get rid of it, which means that I will in fact just play the siding for now. I will not need this thing because now I can Sludge Monster something, you know, nastier than a 1/1. Okay, opponent missed all the land drops. They mulliganed to 6, probably kept us 2-lander and then never drew lands. That we all know that sometimes happens and sucks a lot. Okay, that's actually fine because now that I can play the Silver Bolt on turn 1, this is actually my turn 3 potential activation. And then I can play the 2-drops and 4-drops around it and maybe even the 5-drop. So depending on if I'm gonna use this on turn 3 or not, I might have a full-on curve out. Okay then. Sure, I will trade here. I'm fairly positive they will have some target for that thing sooner or later anyway. I didn't want to take the 4 damage there. Now it's possible they don't play anything this turn, and of course, I mean anything that gets killed by this, and they didn't, so that was good for the opponent, but I guess I'll just have to... I mean, I guess I have to just trade here. I mean, well, doesn't... Yeah, I don't really feel like doing the trade in a racing thing here. I'll just block here, whatever. They will get another use of this. Of course, Shadow Beast siding is quite good. Well, they get it quite quickly actually. But sure, let's play the sludge monster. Make. Well, I'm gonna use the bolt on the statue most likely anyway. I don't want to make this into a 2/2 to enable their some, multiple blocks. Yeah, I don't actually know. This activation is not possible currently, but it will be if I make a 2-power creature for them. Alright, so I guess the statue just doesn't... Yeah, I'm gonna target that statue because now they won't be able to make mana with it. There is that. Okay, well, no blocks. That kind of means they have something. Well, they have the mentor activation. That's what it means. Alright, so now Silverbolt has a target. Alright, I got my own Shadow Beast sighting. So if I kill the expert... I mean, I'm gonna attack and make one of them guys. I have to make... No, up to one. I don't have to make. I can choose to not make anything. But I kind of want the mentor to not be around. But if I make that into a 2/2, they can multiple block my guy. That's not good. They can exactly put all the blockers there. Yeah, it's not really. I mean, I simply don't. I mean, I say up to 1, so I won't be using it. 1, 2. Yep, that's it. I do attack with it. Submit 0. You usually want to use it, but in this case you don't. Okay, they don't see what the Silverbolt does. That thing is a werewolf. What? Did I don't know. That just dies. Okay, they just lost a bunch of jump blockers there. Really good for me, of course. Interesting. Interesting. Now they're reading the Silverbolt. Is it so much time since they played Midnight Hunt Limited? It kills a werewolf. So now they of course have the activation for this thing up, so I'm going to say no to here and I'm gonna try to raise them. They get their... Okay, they have a... Well, I can make that into a 2/2 with no abilities, so there is that, but... Okay, I can play 2 blockers. I do want to also... I mean... Yeah, well, I have to make the Scavenger into not a Death Toucher, but I also need to deal with this guy at some point. Because I can't keep taking this damage here. And they can keep, They can easily keep here... taking damage here. No reason to play the island. I don't think. I don't want to give them information about my hand. So now... I think I will... Because now they have the mana for the sighting here. So this gives +3/+3 and trample. So I should trade that thing. It's gonna be a 5/5. That makes them unable to use the Shadow Beast sighting. These guys. I wanna keep my spider. So now they basically have to use the mentor because otherwise what happens is that I guess I could have also blocked another 2/2 here. Okay, they actually chose to play the 4/4 instead. This is really good for me. Okay, I have a clear shot. Now that is amazing. That's amazing because I'm going to attack with the sludge monster and But yeah, I can't do both the clear shot and the shadow beast siding here, so I need to think if I would want to attack with the 4/4 but well, actually, I'm gonna just use the clear shot here, am I not? I'm not gonna attack with the 4/4. I'm gonna just attack with this. Make this into a 2/2. They might triple block it now, and then of course I will use the clear shot. And this is, I mean, this is amazing because this also gives +1/+1. So what happens here is this becomes a 6/6, and I get to still kill the mentor here. So I don't lose the monster, and that's game over basically, unless they have some kind of mass removal effect, because they have only the one token left. Well, I still have everything. Yep. That's pretty much game. That is a, well, decent one. It's a, they have a token, so they can sacrifice the clue, and this is still gonna be a 4/3, but it's not really. It's gonna be a 2/2 very soon. The sludge monster can be really annoying. Scattered Thoughts went away, sadly, but don't think it matters too much. So I'm going to just could maybe even attack with the spider here. I'm going to attack with everything. I can trade the spider here just to play it, you know, faster. Because now they take, what, 11 damage. That's really good. So how are they gonna win here now? Not even a threaten effect wins, even if those colors had one. Scavenger, another thing that's gonna be a 2/2. Yeah, the sludge monsters are really good if the opponent doesn't have the removal for them. Any reason to play the lantern better? I guess I might as well. That's it. Okay. Again, a very nice hand here. Angler into Hound Tamer, or as a backup I can use the Silver Bolt, of course. And that's a nice 4-drop if I draw the 4th land in a couple of draw steps. Butler. Did they find a creature? They actually did not. The Jack-o'-lantern can exile my Bait-hook Angler, but it's fine if these trade and they use these to trade. Yeah, it's fine. It's totally fine. Because now they can't use the death trigger and they might just not block here as a result. Okay, the Lantern Bearer, not a bad draw. At least it's a castable spell if I don't hit my 4th mana. So this thing, when it's... No, sorry, I was wrong. When it's in the graveyard, it's no longer going to exile anything from anywhere. It has to be on the battlefield in order to exile stuff from the graveyard. I didn't recall how it works. So now they can still use it for mana fixing, but that's it. Okay, let's see if they are thinking about something here, because... Well, I mean, they used a bunch of... Okay, they actually do make a 2-for-1 here. There's nothing to return there. There's no creature there. They just used 2 cards to kill that thing. I'm very happy about that. situation. Okay, that's not a bad one either, because it's not a land, but it's one card that can give me the 4th mana now for the Mariner here. Shows light, which I could kill, but let's just I mean, it's just the sludge monster easily dies, but I feel like I wanna continue attacking here, so let's just play the 5-drop here now that I have 5 mana available. I try to overload them. I know I could have used the Silver Bolt here, and I know I could have also played the Mariner and Lantern Bearer, use all my mana, but I'd rather use this now, attack for 2 immediately, and now it's played. So let's say the statue dies and I don't draw a 5th landing anytime soon, at least it's on the battlefield now. Plus it requires some action from the opponent. So if they use now, let's say tap out on something to deal with this thing, I still have the other stuff coming up, and the statue is going to become a 5/5 in a couple of turns, so just trying to overload them. Besides, when the sludge monster leaves the battlefield, this is still a 3/3 which can be killed with the Silver Bolt if I so choose. Okay, that doesn't do anything, though it does give them decayed zombies, but problem for them is that they tapped out for that thing, and I can make this into a 2/2. So they take the 5 damage unless they jump block. And I don't mind if they trade with the Angler. So this is really good for me. And I will tap this for mana, of course, so no reason to play the land before anything else. So let's just once again have the double sludge monster deck do its thing, and this is miserable for the opponent for sure. They just go to 7 here because there's not much better stuff they can do. I'll leave the 1 land, I guess, in my hand just to not give you information too much about what I have available. Now they found a kill spell, but I have other things here. I can still kill the Socialite. Who knows, maybe I will draw my other sludge monster, because these slime counters are still here, which means that sludge monster will in fact immediately apply here. Alright, so well, they don't have a good block on the Mariner. They can double block it, but then I will kill the Socialite. So this is very simple stuff then. Because the decayed zombies obviously can't block. So they go to 2 or jump block. That's there, and they have to jump block with a fairly relevant creature too. And now I will use this for mana to transform it. And then I should definitely play the land to have the Silver Bolt up. But do I want to kill something right away? I don't think it just makes a lot of sense. This thing also untaps here, so I don't think the opponent can kill me. Plus now I have, tricky things. Well, I don't know how tricky it is, but I have the opportunity to kill my Lantern Bearer, for example. And then let's say they tap out on ground, guys. I can just make one of my big stuff fly if I kill the Lantern Bearer with the Silver Bolt at the end of their turn. So they used 1 blood token, they played a land, and then they have 2 cards in hand, but this is multiple threats. Even the Lantern Bearer is a threat that is gonna kill them in 2 turns, even without any tricks with the aura it grants. Okay, it was time to have an actually not keepable starting hand. This is a bit too risky. If this was an Island Forest hand, yes, I would keep with the Angler and the Wildspawn Spider, and this being usable with any land drone. But without the forest, it's a mulligan. And this is much better. But what I'm gonna lose here is a little bit tougher. I think the Toxic Scorpion is, while it is good with the clear shot, this still makes the Spore Crawler into a 4-power thing, which can kill most early game things. The Scorpion is just a 1-1. I'd rather have both the Silver Bolt and the clear shot available, and of course the Spore Crawler is that you never should. From that hand you are not gonna lose the Spore Crawler. It's too good when you mulligan. It can easily trade so that you draw a card. Alright, this was a fantastic draw, obviously. And let's attack, play the Spore Crawler, and I'm off to a good start if the opponent misses their... yeah, they missed their turn to play. So I can attack for 5 here. Don't excite it. Oh, they have that. Well, a little bit of drain here and there. I guess I can live with that. Weaver, not a bad one. I built a creature. Yep, Spider can be relevant at some point. So that thing actually becoming a 4/4 doesn't matter to me now, because I can kill it. It's not a werewolf, so I can't kill it with the Silver Bolt. But now if they don't... now this is of course super risky. I really would hope them to... because this is... of course I could just kill it because this gives +1/+1. But if they have a response, that's horrible. I might actually have to... I have 6 mana available with the Blossom Clad Werewolf. I might actually do so that I'm gonna attack with the Spore Crawler and then use the Silver Bolt. They will gain 4 life, but it's way too risky to just use the clear shot and then get blown out. It is way too risky. This way I will get to draw a card. Okay, that is fine. As you can see, they had a bleed dry, so if I went for the clear shot play, that would have been horrible. Now, what is horrible is also that I drew so many lands here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. I'm not gonna crack these for 3 tokens though, but opponent being at, what, 6 cards in hand? Yeah, I am going to say that it's going to be hard to try to beat them. So, guess I'll just have to... whatever. Get rid of that thing. They gain a life point, but that is the more annoying stuff. Okay, well that was a good thing to get milled. It wasn't such a good thing to draw after that. I'll play my 1/2 flyer. It does make this activated ability produce 1 fewer. I should have played the island, by the way. I have a Scattered Thoughts in the deck. I need to have lands here. But yeah, of course the 1/2 flyer is gonna be better than a future insect token. Alright. No life gain, that's good. Okay, there was a Cruel Witness there and Lantern Bearer here. Well, I can't attack with the... I can attack with this. Please don't have anything. Now I'm gonna play the island. Just in case I draw my Scattered Thoughts, so I have most mana available post playing that. Now they are racing here. Okay. I'm gonna trade to whatever trick they have. I will get to use one of the 2 remaining cards this way, and I will have the Lantern Bearer unless it gets exiled in my graveyard. And I do want to get rid of the bystander here. Okay, they choose to kill my spider. Okay, so that is actually fine. Well, that's not a fine. So they had a removal spell, but they used on my spider. But they are winning this race now, and I just drew another land. At least I can thin my deck. But okay, it's not great unless I draw one of my bigger hitters here. They have a Silversmith. I mean, it's a top deck war. This is how you lose a top deck war. A land is almost a... Okay, land would have been horrible. Now, do I want to continue the race? I think I will take the 3 damage once. And I'm of course hoping they don't have anything for the 6-4 here. But I can jump block with this thing and make this into a flyer too. But let's see now if they have continuation. If they have more removal, I will lose. That is gonna give them a redraw. And I still take 3 in the air. The final card in their hand was in fact just a mountain. They are splashing for some red. I haven't seen anything red yet. They are black-white. Okay, let's get a sludge monster. Well, that's actually not bad. They can't block with the Gluttonous Quest here. Just to be safe, I'm gonna do this first. They might still have a Fierce Retribution. And am I gonna... Oh, I'm not gonna jump block with the 1/1. So now, with this draw, things are very different now. The opponent has to deal with multiple things. Well, I'm happy they have only one, trigger, but they didn't have enough white to have multiples here, but that could have been horrible. I'm glad I have the 6/6 here still. Okay, so... Okay, 12. I just counted. I want to count my odds to draw spells. I don't do this just to tell you how unlucky I am. I'm actually interested in... Well, it's easier this way. Let's get the forest here. So I see how many lands there are left. 4 after this. 4 lands, 12 spells. So now it's of course a little bit different because they have a lifelinker here. The 6/4 can trade with the Gavony Silversmith and the adversary. And why do I say that? Because they have 7 total toughness. Is that if I... Well, first of all, the 2/5 can't block it. If they double block with the Silversmith and the adversary... well, I mean, they don't have to double block. I just realized they have 4 power creature which can just trade with it. Alright, so... Sadly... Let's see. I mean, I can basically trade only with one of their guys. Because of the adversary here. If I attack with everything, it doesn't make any sense because they have the life gain. They are effectively at 12 here. They can block one of these guys and they are safe. So I think it's time to be on the defensive and jump block with the Lantern Bearer here. And then make one of my guys fly. And hope they don't have more than just regular creatures here. That, when another dice transform to, what's this do? Panicked Bystander, there's something, but none of their creatures are gonna die here. So it's not gonna transform now. Oh, that was a good one, but they just lose now because they have no way to block a flyer and I got a massive might here, which I can use. Okay, this is win, isn't it? Hopefully it is. I hit one of my outs. Lantern Bearer. That's a very good card in these green-blue decks because making those green guys fly is really amazing. Also, my rank is now a Wayne Gretzky top 100. Let's see if I can win one more game. I actually have only one loss, so this might be the last game of the event or the penultimate game of the event. Alright. Well, hand is great, so That's good. Definitely get the island instead of playing the Silver Bolt here. And yes, I do this in my main phase. This is not a Pro Tour or any kind of a big money tournament. The smart thing is to do it at the opponent's end step, but because there's no stifle or anything like that. But I really just can't be bothered. I just rather, you know, play my spells and activate it and then don't have to do anything on the opponent's turn. There's also like a non-zero chance that I misclick to my own turn and then I will be miserable. Now, I like the spider is going to be able to start doing its stuff as early as possible. So okay, let's do it. Let's play into Syncopate, kill spells or whatever. At least Olivia's Midnight Ambush won't be able to kill it. Although I don't think the opponent would have used it on the bait hook angler either. Foul play, sure. Good value for them, but I get my Hound Tamer now. I need my second blue for, you know, double spelling these guys and just playing the Cruel Witness, but I guess I can manage for a couple of turns here. Gale Drifter, this can target itself, yep. In that case, let's attack. And yeah, let's play the Angler and the Silver Bolt, I guess. So they have a clue token. Main phase Thirst. Let's see what they discard. They did discard just a basic land, so either they found the lands they needed or they went after lands in the end. Jadar, okay. Annoying, but okay, my second blue came. I think I can raise here. I deal 5. They will deal what? 5 at least. Well, maybe 6 if they get to kill the Cruel Witness. But I have the Hunter, maybe. I mean, I maybe have it if I draw one more land. And I'm at 17. I mean, I can take a hit or 2 here. They steal it. That is so unfair. Crafted Identity says that you control enchantment creature and it gets also +1/+1. Now, that was a really good draw. It's still something I have to put. Yeah, target creature's owner, and I'm the owner. I have to put it either top or bottom, and I think I won't be putting it on top, even though it is quite nice. But I can't just do that. They have a startle here. I mean, they do it now, they get the trigger out of that, but it's definitely something good they have. Alright, so I need to just get the Flourishing Hunter, so I'm gonna decline this as sad as it is. And it is really sad. 3/3, I might just need it to block those Decayed Zombies, because I can only deal 1 here, it's not really worth it. No, I mean, this is... Well, I mean, if I draw a... Well, it depends on what they have. I mean, they have had pretty good stuff here. They played another Crafted Identity. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. I still am not completely lost. First of all, I can just kill it with the Silver Bolt. And I can make my Flourishing Hunter a big flyer. Just not sure if it's time to do it right now. I mean, time to jump block now. I think I can go to 8 if I gain the life here. I mean, I have to draw land for that, but we'll see. Yeah, double Crafted Identity seems pretty insane stuff. Alright, that's not a land, but it's actually not a bad row because now I can use the Silver Bolt here and still apply my 2/2 there. Bye bye, werewolf. Why do I have to use my own interaction on my own creatures? I don't like that. Okay, now I can attack with all of these. I guess I don't want to attack with the Lantern Bearer. They go to 6. Them going to 5. I mean, I can... How risky can I be here? I guess I'm not gonna attack with the Lantern Bearer. It's quite hard to make the, you know, the calculations now that is the 1 damage gonna matter? Should I take 1 more attack from the Gale Drifter or not? Well, opponent is not out of action here. They have another startle here. Well, I guess I'm happy they get to kill that thing for free. I don't actually... I mean, they might even choose not to do that because that is a good card to be played from the graveyard. Yeah, so startle again. It starts to get so that if I don't draw my 6th land, I will just not win the game. The sad part here is, of course, that the opponent has still 3 cards in their hand because their cards have been cantrips, and of course they just have stolen my I mean, they have had so many 2-for-1s here that I don't even want to know. But let's see if I can find a 6th land. That's gonna be unblockable gray. Now that I did do. Of course the Jadar, just getting them tokens, and they have gotten rid of every blocker I have had for those Decade Zombies. They just stole my creatures that would have blocked the 2/2s. So now they have had valuable attackers. This has attacked for 2 every turn. Now, if they don't have like a flip the switch, which I wouldn't be surprised if they do, I can... Well, I can't attack with my guys. Unless I use the Lantern Bearer, but that obviously won't be happening. Now what I can do is attack with both guys. But no, they will have the information available about the... Because they can just kill one of them, but they will know about the Flourishing Hunter. Okay, fine. Let's see if they have flipped the switch here. Okay, that's good enough. They so-called had everything. Amazing deck, of course. But I have still another shot at the 7th victory. Yeah, double crafted identity. That's really sick. Alright, so this hand, I feel like I'm gonna keep it because now I have the Angler here, the Silver Bolt, and I have this one of the Bomb Rays. Of course this needs to draw a reasonable amount of land, but that's the risk I'm gonna take here, and I think it's okay. Of course, and the flip side is if I, let's say, draw my green source quite early, this is gonna be a very good hand. If I can play the Hook-Hand Mariner on turn 4, this is a very good hand. Well, okay, I got double of these guys. Let's see if I get to cast them, because that's now the first question here. They have good stuff. Alright, alright. 3 lands back to back. Okay, they have a Lantern. Can they even cast it? They need white mana for it. Okay, they took 2 here. Come on, land. They discard a Fearsome Werewolf. Yeah, okay. Not only did I draw lands, I drew my 5-drop and a 6-drop here. And I guess, what was the 3rd thing I drew? Massive Might? Yeah, I don't know. Let's see if maybe they whiff with this thing many times in a row. Maybe they have a 5-drop now. No, this time it's land. Oh, but did they? No, they didn't play the land. Of course, they are not fool. Alright, that's a really good card. And that's at least the card I can kill. Sadly, what I can't do is... Oh, this can be a first striker. What I can't do is... Well, I could kill this thing too, but I can only choose one of them, so I guess I'll take the Brigand. It's gonna become Knight, which is potentially good for me. Do I have to block the Epicure here? Well, I'm gonna race for a bit here. I mean, there's a chance I just, you know, draw the forest and then get the sludge monsters, but it's very likely also that I just don't get to cast my sludge monsters because opponent has this start versus my start that struggles to find lands. But I did keep a risky hand. I just thought it was worth it. I thought it was worth it because there was a good chance that I find my lands here. I do have about 2 evolving wilds here too. Yeah. An annoying end to the event, but I have to say, but I still just think it was a keep. It was a keep. But now, of course, the opponent can just, in all peace, you know, they have no rush anywhere. They can refill, have the superior board here, and now they kill this thing, which means that I'm gonna not have any chance because I'm going to 3 life here. I have to just block. I mean, I basically lose next turn no matter what I draw. Well, that was that. I guess opponents had, at least one opponent had similar kind of thing happen in this event, maybe even 2 of them, and I got to 6 wins with a deck that didn't seem that great. This is plus 500 gems, so the first win count in this double feature draft that actually gives you better reward than a premier draft. It would give 1800 gems. So at least I get to net some gems. And of course, all the rares I pick are, 20 gems a piece because I have completed the set too. So it's a little bit more than 500 gems that I got here. Of course, the best part of the deck were the sludge monsters. While Spawn Spider, I mean, don't think I really used it, but the threat of activation was quite good there. And, well, not much else to say here, of course. If you replace these 5-drop rares with some commons or maybe uncommons even, this deck is gonna be a lot worse. So I'm still happy about the outcome, even though the last game was a bit well, it was just a non-game. Let's claim the prize here and next. Well, I will, like I said earlier, I will be having a double feature draft every day, but on some days I will have also a best of 3 Crimson Vow draft happening. I'm just not sure when that's gonna come, but anyway, whatever the next video will be, I will see you then. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.